Guys, Bryce here from Modelmaker's Workshop on YouTube. I just wanted to give you guys a quick tour of my kind of studio workshop area, kind of where my hobby is. And I know a lot of you, especially from the Facebook groups, were kind of asking, how do you set up in such a small space in a condo? And bear with me, I've got a new gyro that we're just trying to work out, so it's supposedly supposed to fall on my face, and it looks like it does. It's pretty cool. Anyways, I just wanted to kind of give you guys an idea of what I do and how I set up for content creation, plus doing my model stuff, as well as a couple other hobbies that I have. I'm a game tester and some other things, but I really just wanted to show you how you can really set up for a hobby such as this on a budget. And again, not quite everything is here, but you'll see as we go, kind of what we can kind of do. So, sorry about that. So without further ado, let's flip this guy around. Kind of my desk workspace. I use this for printing decals, all that. You'll see there's like some sound acoustic stuff, just because I do stream live and things like that. But you'll see I use a professional mic, a stream deck, as well as a mixing board. Large scale monitor. I use an Elgato camera, and then there's a little bit of a mess there, but you'll see my printer. And now that I'm getting back into the hobby, you'll see I'm just starting to get organized. These are kits I haven't started yet, kits that I've started that I'm working on now. I've got a pile of stuff coming in from a bunch of the shops across Canada here, but this is kind of what I'll be using for display. And then, like I said, this is kind of where everything is, and I'll go into it a little bit closer, but you'll see I've got my rigging and everything for my camera. Let's see if I can focus this a little better. There we go. My paints, and you'll see it's pretty cool. So I'll start from this side here. I'll start from the side here. We'll go through kind of what everything is. This is just the mic I use. I use a Ulanzi J12. This thing's completely wireless, super cool. Let's just get this out of the way for now, but you'll see, so this is kind of my 3D printed stuff. You'll see up top here. So we can get this guy to focus. There we go. 3D printed engines and wheels. So you'll see if I open this box up. You see, I got stuff from Iceman. It's like an LS engine. Got some 572 Copos, a few things like that. Got some 3D printed wheels. It's just some spare containers with some sprues. And then down here, I've got some 3D printed chassis. Those are ready to go, airbag with suspension. Second drawer is like spare chrome. There's a body for a 66 Chevelle. It still needs to be wet sanded and stuff, but the chassis was kind of crappy on it, so I'm going to custom build something for this. So spare chrome and windshields, and then this is all like decals and stuff that I hang on to over the time. I'm just going to pull my chair over because it's really hard to bend over like this. And again, sorry, I'm trying to do the best I can with what I've got here, but you'll see I'm shooting some content for a gallery right now, so it's a set of markers that I got to do. But you'll see is a sprue holder, and there's some paper here for decal, water slide decal paper. And then as we work across, this is I think it's called Bocasso. I'm not sure, but it's the MDF stuff that's like tool holder and all that kind of stuff that comes with it. I'll dive in a little bit deeper, but this is like some acrylic markers that I use, all my paint brushes. So it's all basically painting stuff here, like a bowl for, let me just move this light out of the way. Sponges, I use distilled water and a squirt bottle there and stuff for mixing. You'll see down here there's some, I've got all my, this is all sandpapers and it's all done according to grit. Let's pull this out, you see like 220, 320, and all the way up to I think 3000. And then I've got some other tools here, saw, caliper, just a digital caliper, use toothbrush for scrubbing some stuff. But this is mainly just hand painting stuff. So I got my palette and a wet palette here, cutting that, and you'll see that this is done in a small space. So like I said, I'm in a condo. Move this paper out of the way. But you'll see with this guy here, back of it. This is kind of the center of everything that I do. This guy kind of, the lighting's kind of shifting here right now, but see if we can open this up. Pull that down, you'll see. So this light is really cool. It like turns and twists, and you can do all sorts of stuff with it. You'll see down on the bottom. It gives pretty good light. But anyways, we'll just move this guy out of the way for right now and turn that off. Like I was saying, it is a little dark, but you'll see I've got all my markers. This is like the AK Real Color series. I've got the gallery markers, which are really cool. I've got some videos on these, but you'll see my Tamiya tape. There's my bits for pin vise. There's some sanding sticks. I've got all my tools here, needle nose, my sprue cutters, a bunch of different styles of tweezers, and then let's move my chair in a little bit more. You'll see I've got my panel liners, gray and black. These are the only ones, my extra thin. I've got my regular cement. That's the X20, X20A thinners. I've got some putty. And this is just Tamiya putty and some of that, sticky poster tack stuff. And then I've got microset, microsol, more putty, more tack, poster tack for tacking up sprues and stuff. Some tools here. I've got a pin vise, some scribers, and then more. All my glues, I use BSI glues mainly, Gorilla Glue. Like I said, I've got a bunch of stuff coming in today from Amazon. I did an order, but you'll see I've got some, different things for doing masks. You'll see here, masks. I've got two types of bare metal foil. I've got these little cardboard things are fantastic. I don't know where my wife gave them to me. I don't know where she gets them from, but I use them to put glue and stuff on for when I'm using toothpicks and stuff like that. So I'll just put the stuff back up in here. These I got on Amazon, a few dollars, and they've been fantastic for all sorts of cool little things. But these tool racks are incredible. So again, I got an awesome little label maker that connects to my phone to make sure I'm organized. I have to be organized, because if I'm not, things fall apart. But you'll see, there's some more putty up there. So let's go into the drawers. So these are my alligator clips, just the standard alligator clips. You see some of them are painted. Let's see if we can get this to focus again. The app for this thing is not very good. These are sanding sponges. I just ordered a whole bunch, as you can see I'm running low. Down here I've got my sanding sticks, various types and sizes. So there's like the pointed guys here. So let's see the pointed ones. And then the sticks. I've got, clothespins. These things come in handy. Painting pipettes. So this is for just when I'm doing my mixing of paints here by itself. You'll see I've got a separate section for painting to the right here, but again, iPad. This is if I'm looking for reference photos or things like that, it's always good to have. Plus, you guys have seen my post on that app. Now, one of the cool things I have here is this rigging. So this is the rigging I use from Noir for painting, or for content creation. So I can snap the camera onto it. I can snap my phone onto it. It swings in a bunch of different angles. Plus, it's got this fitting on the top that I've got some LED bus lights on the top that, you know, fix all of that. So let's just move this guy out of the way for a sec. And you'll see gloves, Kimtech towels. And these Kimtech towels I get from work. Some of you know I work for Napa. But yeah, we're just gonna pull this guy out of the way. So you can get in a little closer with this here. All right, so let's zoom in on there. So these are these Mastercraft. They're like these 9-drawer little thingies here. Like I said, I just put in a big 3D printing order. So you'll see I've got everything. Everything's got a place, everything in its place. So these are like blades and batteries and miscellaneous stuff. You'll see pins, rods, stuff I use for pins, rods, and tubes. So again, there's like paper clips and, you know, little pieces of rod, stuff like that that I use for pins. And then up here I've got airbrush accessories. So this is like stuff from, you know, gallery, airbrush cleaning brushes and funnels and filters and all sorts of stuff for the airbrush. And then what else we got? We got brake line, hoses and battery stuff. So we got stuff like, here's a photo etch battery red black wire kit. Let's see, not focusing very well, but some stuff from Off the Sprue. So this is like batteries, Optima batteries and decals. So we got some just generic wire, some brake lines, some rad hose. So yeah, I'll keep it all nice and organized. Next one is like seatbelts and hardware. So you'll see I've got seatbelt material, buckles and hardware. Again, I got some more on the way as I'm running low. We've got some assorted wiring, distributors and fuel lines. So this is like distributor kits, 3D printed with the wire and the boot wire. Then we got a bunch of interior detail. So this has got, you know, just like a set of Recaros, some steering wheels, some shifters, another set of seats. What do we got here? Some fire extinguishers, NOS bottles. So just pretty straightforward stuff. And then this is for value gear. I do some military stuff. So for example, I'm working on a Hellcat right now. I'm in Team Hellcat. So here's a stowage kit for the M18 Hellcat. So it's like little bags and tarps and ammo boxes and stuff that I'll add to that. So I'll actually do a video on where I'm at with that build here coming up. But turn this way now. So this is like suspension, exhaust, and more. So this is like mufflers. So it's from Off the Sprue, which Off the Sprue is an awesome shop. They're in my backyard here in Victoria. And then I've got, this is like a airbag set. So this is tanks, batteries, pumps, and controls. That's super cool. I believe I got that one from Iceman Collections, maybe? I can't remember. Now this is all kit stuff, leftover kit stuff. So you'll see there's like set of wheels and tires. There's all leftover wheels, tires, hubs, those kind of things, brake sets, but from the factory kits. So anything from AMT or anything like that. This is, I had this, a guy made this for me. It's a 3D printed aircraft stand. It's got all these different parts so I can stand my aircraft in while I'm doing painting and things like that. Like I said, I got a little label maker. This is kit chassis and tools. So these are all like stuff that I don't use from other kits that could come in handy down the road. It's like a tool set and a welder, and there's some extra chassis parts and stuff that, you never know when they're going to come in handy. And this is kit engine spare parts. So this is like the spare engine for, I want to say, I think this is the 66 Chevelle Pro Street. I'm not sure, but there's, a bunch of extra engines in here. Not sure what that is. Well, that's a printed Well, that's the one for the 66 fleet side, which is a group build that we're doing in one of the thingies there. I can go over here. And then you'll see in the bottom are just some regular everyday things that I use. So now we're gonna look at this here. You'll see here I've got some toothpicks. So just, as you know, we go through lots, so it gets in this big drawer. I've got some more. I'm running out of the round buds, so I've got those coming in from Amazon today too. But these are just your standard pointed buds. These are the firm kind, so they come in handy for burnishing. And then some more clips, large and small, alligator clips, things like that. Important for holding. Over here, I've got some tack cloths. These are the 3M tack cloths. Again, I get this stuff cheap from work, so it comes in handy. Let's just come across this way here, and we'll go through a few more things. So this is my painting series set. So there's a booth here. See, I've got lighting in this guy. Different stands and turntables. And again, it's vented. An Amazon kit that goes straight outside, because in the condo and being a small space, it's pretty rough. I've got some, flower stuff, for putting your sprues and alligator clips in. And then let's go around this side here. I got these little Ziploc containers. This is for, when I'm putting chassis parts, I can put everything, when I pull everything off the sprue, I know where it goes. Engine, chassis, interior, tracks for tanks, stuff like that. In the back here, I got a jar of super clean for stripping chrome and other things like that. A bunch of types of different sizes and lengths of masking tape. That's the 3N stuff, so you gotta be careful with that stuff because it will mess up with you. There's some fine hairspray for doing some chipping. This is my go-to, Meguiar's Ultimate Compound. This is what I use for polishing after wet sands. Again, these are my large pipettes. Let's see, for mixing paint and stuff, because that's all done over here. And I've got ball bearings. That's filters for my masks. You see up top here. This is all primers and clears, so they're Mr. Thinners, Mr. Leveling. So there's some Tamiya sprays. Premixed Vallejo white, black, and gray, some Mr. Surfacer, and then all my urethane airbrush. This is my concoction for thinning. Everybody asks me how I have no problem with doing Vallejo, even models through my gallery brushes. This is 70-30 airbrush flow stuff mixed with the airbrush thinner. So that's this guy here. So a full bottle of this to, full bottle of this to full bottle of that. And then down here you'll see I got a box of spoons, stuff that's already pre-primed. I use this for cleaning my airbrush on the fly. I'm going to do a tutorial on this. This will change the way you guys do your airbrush cleaning, because I'm telling you, I can switch colors and types of paint in a matter of seconds to make this all work. Dixie cups, these are the good ones that don't have any crap or anything in the bottom of them. Again, distilled water. This is actually distilled and deionized water. What else we got here? This lamp. So this is a dual LED. Super nice little lamp. And again, then I've got some stuff here. There's like night shades. I use this for tinting windows, headlights, stuff like that. And some Revel Chrome spray. Some nice sealer primer from Duplicolor, and then I've got some acrylic gloss and a couple of the Vallejo hobby paints. Their stuff is fantastic. This little guy's a paint pot mixer. It's electric. You just turn it on and away you go. And then down here I've got my master here, it's the ultra quiet cool runner. It's super nice. My pot airbrush cleaner. Again, there's these are my go-to brushes, my swallowtail and my Hobbyist. Again, beautiful brush. If you haven't used them, I'll put links in the description. And then this is my go-to. This is something we put together for my paints and things like that. So it's constantly growing. These containers, let's see, are just nail polish stands that I paid. You can get packages 624 inch or 615 inch for a few dollars. You'll see it as my model color. Get this kind of focus there. Model color on the top. There's my model color metallics. I've got some game colors, some more hot rod colors there. I've got a complete series of AK washes, and then I've got the model airs. Those are the metallics, and those ones there. And then I've got the Tamiya X and XF series, as well as these guys. Homie already sent me these. I've got to do a video on these still. I just haven't had a chance to get set up on these new acrylic paints that are supposedly very good. Lots of great reviews. I'm going a little closer, but they got some pretty wild colors. Let's see. And comes to 3 bottles of thinner with that. And then these are some ones that some of the guys in this Facebook group told me to try. So there's like some color shifts and some metallics, and then that is stuff that I use for flocking. So there's a gray and a black there with the appropriate glue. But yeah, so that's kind of my workstation. There's my rig that does all the editing. So yeah, it's kind of cool. It's kind of where it's come. It's a nice small space, but it works for me. And like I said, it may not work for everybody, but once the lighting and stuff is done and it's in place, it works really good. So hope you like what I've got. And again, if you like the video, drop me a like and follow, subscribe, have a look at our Facebook groups. All the links will be in the description.